Hi everyone. I did a very quick face today, just because I had a lot going on today, and I realized after I did my face and packed my makeup bag for like going around and stuff, I thought about the fact that I've never done a what's in my makeup bag, and I was like, okay, I did a quick face. This is like the makeup I have on today is essentially a travel face. Like if I was going somewhere or if I had to stay at a friend's house overnight, this is the face I would plan for. This is the stuff I would bring. So I might as well take what I did today. I already unpacked my makeup bag and laid everything out in front of me so I could just show you everything. But this is essentially a what's in my makeup bag. This is a even though it's a simple face, there's quite a few products here. So, um, yeah, might as well just kind of go through what was in my makeup bag. And then I'll repack it after I show everything. But to start, I'm going to talk about the actual makeup bag I use. It is it's from the Real Techniques when they did that nude collection. It's the makeup bag from that. It is massive. Lots of storage, very big, yet also very convenient. It has a bottom pocket for brushes and stuff too, which is awesome. So yeah, this is the makeup bag that I use because I'm prone to using bigger purses anyway. So even though this is a larger makeup bag as far as like most go, because most makeup bags are like this size. Hold on. This doesn't have makeup in it. This has like purse essentials. But like compared to this is pretty big. And I understand that. But I tend to use bigger purses anyway. And, I don't know. I've just never had a problem with this makeup bag. I love it. It's a great size, lots of storage room, extra pockets for things. It's just a really nice makeup bag. Plus, it's very pretty. It's like a classy nude color with like a nudie pink inside. It's classy, it's convenient, it's really nice material. It's very sturdy. It's insanely sturdy. I have stuffed this thing so many times and thrown it around and with the exception of maybe a few scuff marks, like this is just a great fucking bag. Good job, Real Techniques. So that's what I use as a makeup bag. I'll start with like basic shit. When it comes to oil blotting sheets, I really love the Beauty Bakery ones. I know that they're like getting harder to find. A lot of brands have discontinued their blotting papers, which is weird. And I really hope that another brand steps in and comes out with new ones. But yeah, I use the Beauty Bakery parchment paper oil blotting sheets. I just think they're great. Convenient. This is what I have left at least. This one's also very beat up because I've had it for so long, but you know, um, they're just nice. So this is what I use for oil blotting sheets. Whatever brand you use, it's always good to carry oil blotting sheets on you. If you're somebody like me, I know I have said it a million fucking times, but with combination skin, even if your skin is dry, you still have like oily patches or your T-zone. Just get some oil blotting sheets and call it a day. For setting spray, my favorite still is the Revolution Superfix Super Hold Misting Spray, which is the Superfix in the rose gold bottle. It's a big bottle. They last a long time. This is actually my second bottle, or third? This is my third bottle because I just ran out of the second one. So I love this stuff. It's no joke. Okay. So for lashes, I know I talk about the fact that I use those really big, like, drag lashes that I get off Amazon, but these are my more normal, I guess, lashes. They're by Kiss. They're part of the, like, the collection that comes in the black boxes. I don't have the rest of the box. I just have this left. But they're the matte velvet ones. Oh, this is dirty. I'm so sorry, everyone. The matte velvet ones from Kiss, they're my favorite of, like, the Kiss lashes. Like I said, normally I get, like, a random pack on Amazon and just blow through them. But if I buy, like, actual Kiss lashes, I always get the matte velvet ones because they're still big, but they're a little bit more normal people looking. I don't know. They're not like the drag ones that I normally use. But yeah, matte velvet. Also, speaking of lashes, is my amazing lash glue, also by Kiss. The Kiss Lash Couture Super Strong Strip Lash Adhesive in clear. Make sure it's the super strong formula, because otherwise, like, lash glue is just so finicky. I don't know. Either you love it or hate it. And I love this one, the super strong formula. I have only used the clear before. I know it also comes in a dark color, but I've never used that before. I'm a clear lash girl just because I make a mess. And the thought of having, black eyelash glue all over stresses me out. So I use the clear super strong by Lash Couture, which is a subsection of the Kiss brand. Ardell is great, but we're a Kiss household. What do I do next? I guess the rest will kind of go, like, in order of, like, use. So my new favorite primer by e.l.f., the Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. That's the first time I've said it without struggling. Good for me. But yeah, it's just the putty primer in the liquid form. My skin looks incredible. My foundation sits so nicely. This is just a fabulous primer. I'm obsessed with it. So that's what I use for primer. For foundation and concealer, so today I look a little lighter than I normally do. That is because I just started using the NARS, NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, and I was actually properly color matched to my ghostly pale self. So I'm in the color L1 Oslo. It's gorgeous. My skin looks amazing. This stuff is no joke. This is so beautiful. I also like the pump. That's all messy right now. Oh well. But yeah. Also, even though the bottle, it looks kind of big, it is like a smaller bottle. It's like similar to a drugstore size, but it's shorter. It's a little bit more compact. So this is not so bad for traveling, but this foundation's gorgeous. I'm so obsessed with it. I've used it once or twice now, and it's just absolutely amazing. I know normally for concealer, you would expect to see a Shape Tape in my hand, but after using it with the NARS foundation, I actually have the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Hydrating is the white cap, matte is the black cap. Unfortunately, I know in the past that I kind of shit-talked this one and stuck to the matte formula with the black cap. As I've mentioned, my skin is changing with age. So I'm actually back to the hydrating concealer, the white cap. I'm back to this one because it honestly, like, it looks so pretty, especially with the hydration of the light reflecting foundation. I feel that these just look better together. As I mentioned with the NARS, I'm in a very light shade, the shade Oslo. So for this e.l.f. concealer, I grabbed this shade, what are you? Fair Warm. That is what I use for my under eye and my nose, the shade Fair Warm, which is a little lighter than me, but you do want your concealer to be like a shade or two lighter than your foundation, which is hard when you're pale. But thankfully, the color range for the e.l.f. Camo concealers has gotten a lot better. So there's plenty of light shades, plenty of medium shades, and an okay amount of dark shades. It depends on, it depends on your skin tone and like what you're looking for. But at least for lighter skin tones and medium skin tones, they have gotten a lot better. I know they just added like a new, like darkest shade. But like a lot of brands, I'm sure they still have some catching up to do. So if they don't have your shade yet, I do apologize. Juvia's Place probably does. But yeah, so I'm the shade Fair Warm in the hydrating concealer. It's a beautiful formula. I'm obsessed with it. Very happy with the results so far with using these as my new skin routine. Speaking of which, let's move on to powders very quickly. For under my eyes, I have the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. For a very cheap powder, you get a lot in this pan, and it's so pretty. Like, I always have it on my under eye. Whether you use a powder sponge or a brush, it doesn't matter. This formula just locks you in. It's beautiful. I also like that it's only a little bit yellow and it's more of like a white yellow, which helps with lighter tones like mine. There are plenty of other brands that have darker banana powders for more versatile. But at least for the pale shade that I am, the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder is a total rock star. I love this for my under eyes and, the areas I need to highlight. I always reach for this. Also, it being skinny is helpful for it fitting in the makeup bag. And then as far as just regular face powder, I find myself, even though I'm not obsessed with this, but I have been using this. Use and abuse. It's the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. I'm the shade 185. So what's nice about this is, it comes with a sponge. I use a brush, but, if I find that this is a little too light, this combined with this definitely is much closer to my skin tone than if I just used this by itself. Obviously, when I shade match, like this is unfortunately as light as I am, but this adds a little bit of warmth to my skin while keeping me the correct pale shade. I don't have like an orange powder with a pale foundation. Like this is very soft, very, very, even though it says it's a soft matte powder foundation, it does mattify you, but not to a cakey extent. This is a very forgiving powder. I love the formula. I like the quality. Packaging is cute. But yeah, so this is just the Fenty Beauty powder. I've had this for a while, and I'm just going to use it till it's gone. I'm on the fence if I'm going to repurchase this. Probably will, to be honest, because I do like it a lot. I'm just not like blown away by it. It's a really nice powder, but for the price, it's like, I'm on the fence. But this is what I normally use as powder until it runs out. So now I'm going to talk about, we'll talk about my eyes because I already mentioned the eyelashes I use. So for eyeliner, my go-to liquid liner that I literally can't leave the house without, it is the ColourPop BFF liquid liner in the black shade, which is called Numero Uno. In the past, the black liner came in black packaging, but now all of their liquid liners come in white packaging. So just be mindful of what you grab. Pay attention to the name. Pop the cap off, double check that it's the correct color. because I do also have the white shade, so I do often have to double check which one I'm grabbing out of the drawer. But this pencil has lasted so long. It has not dried out. It is beautiful. It lasts all day. This ColourPop liner kicks Stila's eyeliner's ass. Like, this is the one to grab. For the price, the quality for the price point, this is the way to go. Get the ColourPop one. Trust me. The Stila one can suck my balls at this point. Yeah, so the BFF liquid liner by ColourPop, the black shade is called Numero Uno. If I'm not doing like a whole eye, it's like you powder your eyes down, you slap on some lashes and some mascara, you do your inner corner, and you move on. It's easy. It's so easy. So this is the eyeliner that I always gravitate towards, as far as like detail eyeliner. And then for mascara, easy peasy, Sky High. I'm a simple woman. I have quite a few different mascaras, but if I'm on the go or just doing an overnight, I just need a tried and true Maybelline Sky High. It is just, it's a classic. It's a cult classic for a reason. It's a great formula, nice brush, beautiful pigmentation. Yeah, Sky High. So now for bronzers, I mentioned both of these recently. They're both newer. If I'm going for a more cream look, which I did not today, but, I would throw this in my makeup bag anyway, just because I'm indecisive. But the Too Faced stick bronzer that just came out, I'm in the shade Chocolate Mousse. I could rant about this forever. It's gorgeous. It's perfect. It's easy, which is the most important part, is that it's easy to use. But today I just went with powder bronzer. I used the NYX Buttermelt bronzer. I actually really like this a lot, especially over the NARS foundation. It sits on top of the skin. It doesn't fuck with the foundation. It's, very much buttery. They weren't kidding about that. So I highly recommend this for a powder bronzer. Let's see what shade. Oh yeah, I mentioned it previously, but I'm the third shade, Deserve Butter. And it may be a little too red for me. I'm not totally sure. I think it looks fine. Obviously, y'all may have other opinions, which I respect. But, even if this isn't the best shade on me, that's not the product's fault. That's me color matching fault. But if I were to speak about this just as is, like color aside, this is a fabulous bronzer. I highly recommend it. Good little compact. The only downside, literally the only downside, there's only one, and it's the fact that the compact, oh my God, I can't get it open with these nails. Oh my God, what am I doing? There we go. Oh my gosh. So the only downside, no mirror. But my other compact has a mirror. It's not the end of the world. Oh, it smells so good. As I mentioned before, it smells like sunscreen, coconut. It smells like the Physicians Formula bronzer. But yeah, the only downside is there's no mirror in this compact. Otherwise, perfect little compact. Nice and small. Petite, if you will. So that's that for bronzers. Next is my tried and true lip combo. I'm wearing it now. I just had a snack, so it's not as nice looking as it was before. But the Morphe Soul Matte Gel Lip Liner in the shade Honey, and follow that up with the Morphe Drip Gloss Drenched Lip Gloss in Wet Peach. This is an old combo. I came up with this a while ago. Some of you may remember from a different video, but I still stand by it. For me, for nudes are hard on me because either it's too orange, too pink, too whatever. This is like perfectly neutral with like a touch of pink. It's very neutral on me. It's perfect. So I stick by this, and it's a good quick lip. You know, you line your lips, you fill them in a little bit, you slap this over it, boom, done. Easy. So easy. And then finally, I'm going to go through the brushes that I use. Brushes and sponges. I should be specific. I got 2 sponges and then a couple brushes. So for foundation, I have the Real Techniques. I forgot which sponge the pink one is. It's like the velvet one. Mine's dirty and broken and disgusting. Oh well. But yeah, the pink one. I like this one a lot. Obviously, the original one, the orange one, is fabulous too. But I do like the coverage that the pink one provides. I like the texture of the sponge. This one's so beat up. I deeply apologize. But yeah, the Real Techniques, the pink sponge. Like I said, unfortunately, I forgot what it's called. I think it's even meant for like specific types of foundation, but I realized when I used this today, the coverage was a little better than the orange one. It may have to do with the NARS foundation, but for the foundation I chose, I do like the pink sponge for it. Also, Real Techniques is the concealer sponge, the new yellow one. Again, mine's dirty and beat up, but this is one of the best concealer sponges. My favorite is still the e.l.f. one. However, my e.l.f. one needs to be replaced because it's so dirty and stained and awful. Whereas this is a newer sponge. So, I do like this one because it is double-sided. It's got the classic tip end, but it also has a flat end as well. So both these sponges are by Real Techniques. There's the pink one that I forgot the name of, and then there's this concealer one that they came out with recently. I love this one. I do. Even though the e.l.f. one is still my favorite, I will reach for this one continuously. There's nothing wrong with this sponge. It's great. Now for brushes. For my face powder, I use the IT Cosmetics Airbrush Complexion Perfection, which is the number 115. This is a great fucking brush. I know they're expensive. It sucks. But this brush lasts. I've had mine for quite a while. Just for powder foundation specifically, I really, really like the coverage of this brush. I like how soft it is. I like the application. It's just a good brush. Specifically for the banana powder, I have this random Disney Halloween powder brush. I don't know where this came from, but if the brush looks like this, where it's slightly domed, a little bit flat, but mostly domed, find a brush similar to this one. I'm sure e.l.f. has a good one. This really could be any brand, any type of brush, but comparing the under eye between using a powder puff thing or using a simple powder brush like this, you could go either way. Lately, I've been reaching more for the brush. I know in my previous video, I was using a powder thing. Sometimes a brush is just easier when you're traveling. It's one less thing. I mean, shit, if you really wanted to, you could take this, this flat end, dip it in the powder and go to town. It depends on the person. But as far as like in my makeup bag, I do have this little random powder brush. So always weigh your options, see what's easier for you. But this is what I have. I don't know why these go in the under compartment. What am I doing? So when it comes specifically to contour, I will shout out this little NYX bronzer brush that comes in the Buttermelt Bronzer collection. That's what I used today. I used this to like buff it out. Fabulous little brush. It's compact. It's very cute with the little nude design. Very cute. And then for the actual like contour routine that I do, I have 3 brushes here. 2 for the bronzing contour and then 1 for contouring like the lighter part of my nose. So the larger of the two contour brushes is the Real Techniques 450 Soft Sculpting Brush. This brush is fucking awesome. It's very dense, but a little goes a long way. You know, you work it in. This is an awesome brush. And then for like specifically contouring your nose, this is an eye brush, but that's just not what I use it for. Oh well. This is the Real Techniques 304, the Defining Crease Brush. So it's literally just a crease brush that I have repurposed to nose contour. I just shade the sides of my nose with this. And then, lastly, I take this e.l.f. Angled Contour Brush. Now, I don't think this is available at Ulta. I think you have to get this on e.l.f.'s website. It's been a while since I've seen it. But it's just a little angled contour brush. It's literally perfect for like fixing here, going down your nose, and then the tip of your nose. Like this is perfect for nose contour. Like these are a power team. Let me tell you, these three brushes are a power team. So even if you don't take this seriously or you're not interested in a brush like this, at least grab these. These for the, like I said, the bronzing part of the contour, and this is perfect for fixing the lighter areas. You know, that whole thing. And then I think that's it as far as like everything together. Like I said, all this stuff is for like one face. I know this seems like a lot of stuff, but if you're like me and your simple faces still are a lot of work, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's everything. Let me put the brushes away, zip this up, and then show you what my makeup bag looks like full. Hold on one second. Oh my God. Get in there. There we go. There we go. Like I said, the bottom part is for brushes, and then everything else fits in the actual like body part of it. Look at that. All of that stuff I just showed you is in here. Literally all of it, except for my nail glue, but that's whatever. Literally everything fits in here. Like I said, it's a big ass makeup bag. It's perfect for traveling. Easy peasy. That's the whole point of this video. Everything's easy peasy. So, yeah. This was a what's in my makeup bag. Like I said, I did my face on the go. I packed this, threw it in my purse, and then I just got home and I thought, hey, let's do what's in my makeup bag. So I would say the star brand of this video is the Real Techniques. And, you know, they really do make some fabulous makeup bags. Each collection usually has like one bag. So far, this nude one has been my favorite they ever came out with. I do have the new iridescent one from their pastel collection. I just haven't used it as much as this one, just because this is the GOAT of makeup bags for me. Like, it's sexy, it's classy looking, it's a pretty color, it's a beast, it fits a lot of stuff. Obviously, I appreciate that the brushes go in a separate pocket, so it's, you know, it's not as overcrowded as it could be. Like, there's some good organization to this. So I just showed you the brushes in here. This is literally everything else. So, yeah, that was what's in my makeup bag. Thank you for joining me, and I hope everyone has a great day or night, depending on what's going on. But I will catch you guys next time.